Well, hello YouTube. It's time for a new video. My radio collection, part 2. On this one here, a little bit of swapping around and things. I have my new G5 pager receiver here. You can see. Okay. But why is that big antenna is on it instead of the stubby one? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, over here I have my Whistler digital scanner. It's used for searching and finding new conventional or DMR frequencies on the UHF band, and as well as monitoring already stored trunk radio systems. So that's mostly used for searching and finding. And over here, the Anytone handheld. It's model 878. It receives VHF and UHF plus a DMR. It's designed as a commercial handheld, but it has good quality. The battery life on it is extremely spectacular. I mean, I have 2 extra batteries, but I just can't seem to drain them. And one thing about the Elenco, before I get into my G5, I found some flaws in it a little earlier. Maybe they have made a correction in the firmware or something. But right now I'm scanning my pre-programmed memory channels, and occasionally it will just stop on a ghost signal, like right now it just did, and nobody's transmitting or anything like that, you know. So just want to let you know about that. And occasionally it may scan the wrong scan list, like right here. It just locked onto mysterious signal of some type, but nobody's transmitting, and it hogs up your scanning. So now you just have to turn the channel selector knob to continue scanning. Okay, so let's get into my new G5. I had the tracking number when I knew when it was going to be arriving. Turn it down right now. I'm listening to the Aurora trunk radio system. Okay, so our mail doesn't arrive until late in the afternoon, and I want to save me a couple of hours and get a head start in programming it. So I put a package in a separate request for the post office and have them to hold the package there. So when the first thing when the post office opened up in the morning, I went up there and signed for it and got it. Saved me a couple hours. Now the G5, you know, I'm not going to give a long review or anything like that. That's not what this video is all about. I'm just, you know, showing you my collection, what I have. Other videos can do better than I can, you know, so I'll let you watch them. But anyway, for my model, I got the 700, 800 megahertz receive. But the internal band, from what I heard, the antenna is UHF. And therefore, the outside is 700, 800.
We're behind you guys.
So
where exactly are you looking?
The signal comes in good. I could use the original stubby antenna that comes with it for 700 and 800 megahertz. But I may start to lose the signal down here in the basement. But just to let you know, my alternate antenna for 800 for right now, until I get something better, is a stubby Motorola UHF antenna here. Well, signal's still coming in good, or holding up right now. I have not received any display indication at the bottom saying that out of range. So pretty good. Well, the red lights start to flash. Oh, see there, out of range. So therefore, it doesn't transmit, so it won't hurt the radio much by using the better antenna, you know. So that's why I prefer to use my own, you know. It's a UHF antenna. I think it's like 440 to 570 megahertz. So now I got that on, and the signal should be in range when it locks on. But if not, then I know it, you know. So anyway, yeah, it's a pretty good receiver. I like it so much. The reason why I have it in the middle, okay, good, it found the signal. I have it, the receiver in the middle between my scanner radio and my commercial handheld transceiver, which I can use on the amateur radio band. It's because the G5 is, it's like in the middle. It's leaning toward the commercial band use, meaning there's good quality audio, you'll receive good, and it's not a scanner. And if you want to program your frequencies to use it as a scanner, the next best thing you can do is, since there's no hold button, I will recommend whichever zone that you're in, for dial knob position number 1, I will use that for scan. And for dial knob positions number 2 all the way up to 8, which in my situation for zone 1, I will put the remaining 7 individual frequencies into each of the 7 remaining knobs. So if you hear a car chase or something, you say, oh, it's on that channel. Well, I just turn the knob to that specific channel where I want to listen. And that's the best thing you can get to come into a hold button as compared to a scanner. But then again, you know, scanner radio, it's you can put in more channels and more bands, AM. Oh, we got the call. Aurora, fine.
Grade 7 George 4, 355 North Stable Boulevard, number 1104, Griffith, Fitzsimmons. Truck 8, on a breathing call, correction, unconscious call. Grade 7 George 4, 355, 355 North Stable Boulevard, 1104 at Griffith, Fitzsimmons. Here across these 4th, respond on Tech 2 in 2318.
Okay, so let me turn to Tech 2. And shortly when they leave the station, they'll respond over there. But yeah, the G5, I mean, it's real good, you know. I can't complain about that, you know. The software, when you look at it on your computer, just picture it as like you're looking at it at a calendar, similarly, you know. The rows are your zones, and the columns are like the days. So whichever square, depending on what zone or knob you want to program, you just double click it and then set up the channels and the radio system that you want to monitor on that, for how many channels or whatever, you know. You just add and delete from the left hand column to the right hand column if you're using talk groups such as P25 and DMR. If you're going to use a conventional frequency that's P25, from what I was told and a little experimenting with, you have to, at the bottom of the screen, it says please select a talk group. Well, I'm not associating it with any trunk radio system on the conventional P25 frequency. So I just entered the default as 65535, the talk group. And from there, it should work fine. You know, I have not tried it actually, but it should work. And yep, I mean, like right now.
Truck 8, kindly switch to Tech 2, Tech 2, please.
I thought I was on track 2. Okay. One more over.
not conscious, difficulty breathing,
There we go.
also vomiting, wheezing with diarrhea.
Okay, so anyway, that's my short radio collection here that I have, you know, and just want to share with everybody. And the more I find out about how to use my G5 pager receiver, I will
Minute 23:21.
probably do another video or something, but this should be good enough for right now. You know, it's not an exact review, but it's just something I want to show you. And this is a second take of this video, so I don't know if I repeated it or not. But you notice there's something missing. Uh-oh, I do not have my APX 8000 anymore. Nope, I got rid of it about a week and a half ago from the time this video was made. And I got the G5 instead. So, yep, they're all great radios, you know, all three. But you can't take all three with you, you know, on your belt, because you don't want to show off or anything like that. But the audio on this G5 is so great. If you don't have enough money to buy a commercial handheld, or like when I had or used to have my APX 8000, and I want to program a trunk system in there, I don't want my radio bricked. So I went ahead and sacrificed and got the G5. Okay, that should be it. And hope everybody liked this here short video. And that is it. I'll just let it run for now and see what else will come in. Let me change something else here. Let me turn the screen on, wake it up. Let me try another P25 system down here. Probably won't come in good in the basement, but let me try. Let me go here, press the blue button at the end, and then the center knob button. You can select which radio system, actually zone, that you want. So let me try DIA, Denver International Airport. Let's see how their trunk system is getting. Select it and then enter it. And it's now switching over. I want to put it on scan for everything. So I put it back to knob position number 1, which I have set up. And that should work out. See what time it is. Oh, I didn't know it's after 11 p.m. Not much traffic is going to come through, so I guess this was a bad time to probably play audio. So, oh well, it is what it is. And I have the Denver trunk radio system here. They switched over to encrypted, but however, that's on the new set of frequencies and channels. They have not yet discontinued the link for the old frequencies and old talk groups that they're using. So if you have a scanner and you're here like I am, I might as well listen while I have a chance. Well, that's back to DIA. Okay.
Echo 6. Yes, sir. Could you code 14356, please? Copy.
And I do like the record feature on the center knob here.
Right, and Delta 6.
If you press down on it, you can play back
I'll go to DD4.
everything that was recorded on the channels that you were on, that receive. It'll record.
510 Echo Gas. Echo Gas. 510 Echo. Sir, we're getting secondhand reports that there might be a sick person near the Frontier baggage service on level 5. Would you mind just heading over there and getting a peek? Copy. From level 3. Hi, copy, sir. And if you see the sick passenger, just advise and we'll have medics head over.
Com Center Rob
Update. Best drive.
Com Center Rob C, reference
Now, those of you who are just curious,
Alpha Sierra full length. Spill's been cleaned up by Menzie.
turn it down just a little bit here. Somebody asked a question, can you listen to an EDACS radio system on the G5 pager receiver? I was told no, but however, yes, you can. Because it's P25, but if it's just the regular EDACS with no P25, I would not be able to listen to it. So the answer to that question is, I will say yes. Okay, getting back over here to my Anytone. Okay, it stopped on what I put in here that used to be a hotel channel. And it's the talk group. There's nothing coming in. And it's on scan. And it's holding up my scanning progress on the radio because it stopped on a simple ghost frequency or something in here that I don't know what's wrong with the radio. So the only way to keep it going to scanning again, I just, okay, it's continued to scan now. I was going to rotate the channel, select the knob. So that's a little issue that I'm having, unless there's a new firmware version out, you know, by the time this video was made. Okay, take care. I am done for now. That's all. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you like it. Bye-bye.